Hello and welcome. I am Brian, club leader of Milwaukee area Nerf Outings, otherwise known as M.A.N.O. In this video, I'm going to give you a rules briefing for our events that we host at libraries and how to play some of the games we run. At the top, I want to give a big thank you to all the local libraries that welcome us to fling foam at their facilities. On to the rules. First and most important rule number 1, be kind, both to others and the facility. They are kind enough to let us play there. Please treat it with respect and treat others with respect. Secondly, eye protection is required while we are playing. Prescription eyewear can count as eye pro, and that is perfectly fine. Our feet per second limit, otherwise known as FPS, for flinging foam is 100 FPS. Most off-the-shelf blasters fall within this limit. Please ask if you're not sure. Another big rule, 1 foot on the floor at all times. This means no running and also no climbing. It just helps keep everyone safe. Boundaries will vary from place to place. If you're not in bounds, you're not playing. I would encourage you, before you arrive, to mark your stuff. And that includes not just your blasters, but also any clips or attachments that you might have for your blasters. If you drop them out in the field, make sure that they're marked so that we can get them back in your hands. And Lord knows I don't need more plastic in my house. Along those lines, don't touch other people's stuff without asking, but don't be afraid to ask. The exception to that previous rule I just mentioned is our communal bins of ammo and loaner blasters. Please leave your own ammo at home. We provide all the full-length ammo, mega ammo, and rival ammo. On to how to play. If you are hit with a dart, it counts as a hit. If you are hit, you must respawn. Each game has its own way to respawn. While respawning, put your hand up above your head or be reloading your blaster. Kind of make it obvious that you're not an active player. You are allowed to move around and pick up darts while you are respawning. After you finish counting, make sure that you are inside the boundaries and not next to an enemy player. Remember rule number 1, be kind. Also, announce you are respawned loudly by saying something like, "I'm in, clear, respawn," something like that. And like I said before, a hit is defined as a dart hitting you and changing direction. Blaster hits do count, so if a dart hits your blaster, that counts as a hit. Please call and take your hits loudly. Use your outdoor voice and point. Headshots do count, but please aim for the torso. It's a far bigger target that's easier to hit anyway. Ricochets don't count, so if the dart hits the ground or a wall or something before hitting you, it does not count. Don't argue over hits. If somebody is not taking their hits or keeps calling hits that didn't happen, please tell a host and we'll take care of it. We will explain every game before it's played. If we say it is a 3-15 zombies round, that means everyone has 3 lives, 15 seconds in between each respawn, and when you lose all 3 of your lives, you can either choose to sit out, relax, reload, rehydrate, or jump back in as a zombie. If you are a zombie, put your blaster down in the staging area. Your new goal is to hand tag anyone who isn't a zombie yet. If a zombie is tagged by ammo, dart hitting him again, they stand in place to respawn for 15 seconds. If a zombie tags you, you lose 1 life. Please help clean up ammo and trash at the end. I'll leave this place better than what we found it. To help encourage you to pick up ammo, if you at any time find a lucky dart, specifically marked darts out in the field, there's only a few of them, and while we're playing, you will see them on the host. If you find them out in the field and give us a few handfuls of ammo to show that you are helping clean up the area, we will give you a free blaster, attachment, clip, something for you to take home as thanks for helping us clean up the mess. Honestly, this is off script, but cleaning up ammo is the worst part of this hobby. Hands down, every time. So that is why we offer lucky darts. Anyway, the last and the only unfun rule we got is we can ban anyone at any time if they are breaking rule number 1 of be kind. We would like to avoid giving warnings or banning people. We've only ever had to ban someone once, in the years and years that we've been doing this, I myself, 16 years, and that person was intentionally breaking rule number 1 of be kind. On to the games, though. These are some of the games that we'll be playing. There are several like Tower Defense, Royale, and Onslaught, but these will give you a good idea of what games will be played. First up is Capture the Flag, otherwise known as CTF. The red team and the blue team are each trying to capture the opposing team's flag while making sure they hold on to their own flag. The first team to have both flags at their base wins. For this game, everyone has unlimited lives, don't need to keep track. When you are tagged, you must go back to your team's respawn point. If you are carrying a flag and you are tagged, drop it and then go respawn. You can move your flag back to your base, but don't hide it. If it's hiding and your team captures the enemy team's flag, you don't have both flags at your base. And then everyone's gonna be like, oh, where's our flag? Oh, no. Well, then you have to go get your flag. Just leave it at your base. There are 2 time limits, sudden death and round over. After sudden death is called, if you are tagged, you're out of the round and cannot respawn. Just help thin out the game. And after a few minutes after sudden death, it'll be a round over and the game ends and everyone loses. There will be warnings given out before those time limits come, though. Team assignment will usually be having all players form a single file line. Then the host will go down that line saying red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, etc., etc. So if you want to be on the same team as your friend, put someone who is not your friend between you, because I'll be going red, blue, red, blue. So you both you guys would be on red. The not friend would be on blue. Another game that we're going to be playing is called Free for All or Wingman. How this works is you and maybe a teammate or 2 or 3 are trying to take out everyone else. You can make alliances with folks, but there's no guarantees they won't just shoot you in the back. Everyone has 3 lives, 15-second respawn, just like I was explaining with 315 with zombies. When you lose all 3 of your lives, you can choose to become a zombie. The last player or team standing wins. All right, and the last game mode is actually a plug to a previous video I've done called Get Off My Lawn. I made a 2-minute video explaining how the game mode. Check out my channel for the full video and consider subscribing if this is the sort of content you like. If you have any questions, please reach out to your game host or leave them in the comments. Until next time, happy travels.